Yes, we are back again. Another day, state of being check-in. It's your boy Zoe Black. We are here. I am beyond grateful for the another day to be on this platform, showcasing consistency, showcasing determination, and showcasing progression. I had a little bit of a hiccup this morning with my technology, but either way, we're gonna give ourselves grace like we always do, but be consistent and show up. This process is about connecting with the community, putting out, continue to put out what bringing light and changing cultures is about, and developing this system of consistency within ourselves. Right. Shout out to all the stars worldwide. If you're a part of the Black universe, if you're checking this out live, or you checking this out a week or two later, however you checking this out, we are grateful that you are here checking it out. As always, before we get into our point of focus, let's do our reset breath. It's midday over here in the DMV, so I need a quick reset. I'm grateful for the ability to reset. So let's do it. Inhale, exhale, as we always do. That's important for presence. That's important for letting go of what was and being in a moment. So today's focus is something that I'm working really hard on a day-to-day basis, right? And that's balance. Balance. So let's set our intentions for today. Today, I will be intentional with the energy that I exert on anything that I'm exerting it on. The things that don't require maximum energy, I will scale back. And when it's time to turn up, I'm going to turn up. I'm beyond grateful for the ability to even balance, to see when I'm overwhelmed, or to see when I'm not really serving something the purpose that serving something the energy that it requires. I'm grateful for that ability as well. But as we talk about balance, man, balance is important because um, you have to understand how to prioritize, and that's something that I really struggle with in my life. Like, I always feel like, I've lived with this motto that how you do one thing is how you do everything, and I think it's important to live by that. But I think there's a bit of context that you need to have with it. Not everything requires maximum effort. You don't need to put forth all your energy in every process or every action that you're putting forth throughout the day. Some things require you to level up a little bit more, and I got to learn that myself. I got to learn when to scale back. I got to learn when to push forward. I got to learn when to say, enough is enough. Sometimes I like, even when it comes to my recording process, I'll get so excited about what I'm developing and where I'm at, and then I'll go on and on and on and on. Next thing you know, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I gotta wake up for work. You know what I'm saying? So, learning how to balance and knowing when to, like, all right, it's okay to turn off right now. It's okay for me to scale back. It's okay for me to, shift. It's okay for me to put this to the side for tomorrow, because tomorrow will bring forth a new day, a new energy for me to give it everything that's required. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important to learn how to balance, right? Rest is a part of work, bruh. Rest is important, because when you rest, you're charging back up for you to then put forth the energy that's required and the things that are required. Yes, it is very cold in the DMV, and I'm also not a cold person, so I got a jacket that is like super thick, by the way. Um, but once again, shout out to the chat. We got some people in here. Much love to all of you guys for jumping in. Today's point of focus is balance, and I want to encourage all of you all today that no matter what you're doing, no matter where you are, find your way to balance your way through the day. I know some of us work 9 to 5s, and those things require a lot of our energy, and we tend to want to be successful in those spaces. But you even got to know how to balance your work. You got to know how to position your energy properly for the things that matter the most to you. So going back to some of the things I said before, understanding your purpose, understanding your vision, understanding what you want out of your life, and putting forth the energy in the right spaces. Not giving energy to people that don't even deserve it, because that even requires balance. I love having a good time with some of the homies, but I got to balance my time with them. I got to balance my time with my family. I love being with my family, but I got to balance my time with them, because as a man, I got to step out in the world and make sure that I can bring it home for them. So everything is about balance. Everything is about how you position your energy properly so that you can maximize the efforts that you put into it. I'm quick to burn myself out with just thinking that I got to go full force with everything. I do believe that God has blessed me with like an abundance of energy sometimes, and I think that I tend to over exhaust myself. So the great thing about having these like check-ins is for me to remind myself, like, okay, maybe God gave me all this energy, and it is a great thing. But the reality is that that energy is supposed to be utilized for the right places. You know what I'm saying? It's not supposed to be just used erratically. So I want to encourage all of you out there. If you're out there and you're going through whatever you're going through in your life, find the things that matter the most to you. Give those things the most energy that's required. And if it doesn't matter to you, if it's not important to you, like you're a bigger picture in life, scale it back. I had to cut out a lot of things that were holding me back in my life, a lot of strongholds that I was giving a lot of energy to. A lot of vices, a lot of things that I thought were bringing me comfort, but in the long, like in a grander scheme of things, were really just setting me back. Weren't really allowing me to produce the way that I wanted to produce. And then when I was even producing, I was like, man, I'm really good at what I'm doing, even though I'm, submitting to things that weren't necessarily needing my submission. I had to learn that the hard way. So I tell my nephew this all the time. I say, you can take the advice of those who are around you who've been and experienced certain things, or you can let life teach you that same lesson. You don't want life to teach you that lesson, because life is not going to be as gentle as those who are telling you. So be cautious and learn from other people and their experiences, and knowing that burning out is not a cool thing. Overexerting yourself is not a cool thing. Team no sleep is not a cool thing. I had to learn that myself as well. I had a hard time sleeping at night. It was really tough for me to get rest. But then when it was time for me to turn up, I didn't have the right energy that I needed for me to turn up. So please, guys out there, if you're part of this black universe, find the things that matter to you the most and give it the most energy, and scale back on the things that don't matter to you. Balance is power. For those who don't know, my name is Zoe Black. I am a hip-hop artist here in the DMV, and please, it is very cold, so if y'all see me sniffling and all of that stuff, I'm trying to stay warm enough so that I can do these lives with y'all and continually to show up. But we will be here every day with a State of Being check-in. Much love to everybody in the chat. If you are new to this platform, please subscribe, like, share, comment. I got a lot of great content, a lot of great music on my platform as well. We're continuing to build out this black universe and continue to develop more stars, man. Shout out to all of y'all worldwide. I want to encourage you to find your balance. Find your balance. Don't tip the scale. Continue to shine on, man. It's your boy Black checking out with another State of Being check-in. We will be here tomorrow at 8 o'clock, and I promise you I'm going to be here at 8 o'clock too. We ain't going to have no setbacks tomorrow. All right? Much love. Check it out.